to the last little bit of Loose Women for this week. Our final guest kept television audiences enthralled with her antics in the I'm a Celebrity jungle last year. But, of course, she's most famous for being the Welsh beauty who set the 90s music scene alight and reached #1 in the charts with her unique voice as part of indie rock band Catatonia.
You and I know it's all over the front page. You give me road rage, racing to the best days. It's up to you, boy, you're driving me crazy. Thinking you may be losing your mind, but you and I know we all live in the space age. Coming down with road rage, racing to the best days. It's up to you, boy, you're driving me crazy. Thinking you may be losing your mind.
Please welcome Cerys Matthews. How long ago was that then?
That was 10 years ago.
10 years? Does it seem 10 years or does it seem like yesterday?
It seems like about 50 years ago, actually.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. But I was just watching that video when it was the first time those special effects were used. That kind.
Because it doesn't look dated, does it?
It doesn't, no. It's a computer effects. I don't know anything about it, can you tell? It looks good.
We were just talking before you came out there, I'm sure you probably heard us about this article this lady wrote about living in fear of men leaving and that sort of thing. What's your views on that?
I think if you think they're going to leave,
They will.
they will.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be pretty you know, just enjoy your life, don't you? Not worry about things if they're not there.
might happen.
There's enough to worry about that's there already.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know,
you mean it's
so-
like visualisation. If you visualise them walking out the door, they'll go.
Yeah.
That's what Sherry kept doing, but he wouldn't go, would he?
No, they wouldn't go.
And now, you just got back from performing at Glastonbury.
Yeah.
And you took your kids.
I did. I've got a 4.5-year-old and a little boy called Johnny who'll be 3 next week, and they came with me and it was fantastic.
Did they like it?
They loved it, and I loved being there and seeing their faces, watching men dressed as, you know, women and supermen and, you know, crazy people.
All the mud and the tents.
It was
and
brilliant. It's like a sort of psychedelic Disneyland.
And are they used to seeing you on stage? Are they used to Mummy being...
Did you take them on tour?
I took them on tour about a year and a half ago. We were in a 14-berth bus with crew, musicians, and my 2 kids, 1.5 and 3.5, and it was just for a month. Yeah, it was awful.
Oh,
I was going to
It was
say.
awful because we'd be like, Mama! at 3 in the morning. The whole bus is awake.
No, not good.
You know, nappies everywhere.
Oh, no.
You know, no, it was pretty bad. And you know, after 2 or 3 nights, they're like, Mama, it's boring.
Yeah, bored.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So you are going to tour again, aren't you? So are you going to take them along for the ride this time or no?
No.
No.
No, sometimes I took them to Glastonbury because that's like an event and we were just doing one 40-minute set, so I could be with them a lot of the time. It wasn't just work. And just going to play it by ear, really. If they're going to have fun coming along, then let them come because that's their life experience, isn't it?
Yeah, and when they miss you, go and get it. It's a hard struggle because I do that, and I think it's probably us that worry. And they're having a great time without us. It's us going, oh, I'm not with them, I got such a bad one. And they're absolutely fine. Rather that be at home than be bored on a bus, I reckon. But it is hard.
And what will you be singing on these gigs that you're doing? Is it Catatonia stuff, new stuff?
Well, at the minute, I'm almost finished my new album. But it's quite moody, so if I just played that, I think it would be a bit much. Be like, what? So, so I do a little bit of... I've starting right from the beginning, Catatonia stuff from like 1991, which suits the stuff I'm doing now a bit better. So I just do what I want, basically. What I feel like doing. Hopefully it's enjoyable for everybody, you know.
You write your own music?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
So you don't do any covers at all?
Well, no, I did, you know, Once I Had a Secret Love. And I did that with Annika Rice and loved doing the songs.
Annika Rice?
Yes. Yeah.
Were you jumping out of a helicopter at the time?
No, she wasn't singing. She's putting the charity album together. You know, raising money for it. Yeah, and...
This is strange. Tom Jones, yes. Annika Rice, I'm not sure.
But you did...
She had the jumpsuit on.
Helicopter
You know
The
it.
last time that...
Get to the end!
Yeah.
Are we almost there yet?
Last time I saw you was in sort of kind of the backwoods of Nashville. I was in LA, but had come to interview you and sort of was doing a road trip of the Deep South.
Yeah, fantastic.
And
Doing road trips of the Deep South, do it.
Yeah,
Put
well
it on your
worth
to-do
it.
list. It's
But you were there
absolutely
for a long
brilliant.
time. 6 years you lived in Nashville.
I went to make a record.
Right.
That was 2001. And I came back 2007.
It was a good record, though, was it?
It was a fantastic holiday. Brilliant record, yeah, never ending.
And from the backwoods of Nashville, when you came back, sort of almost thrust straight away into the world of reality TV with I'm a Celebrity.
Yeah, well, it was
Something-
mental. It was mental. I mean, life is pretty mental.
Yeah.
And then if you go through a divorce, something as mental as that,
Yeah.
I thought the best tonic was to go into a massive national show.
And was it?
I loved every minute, I've got
Did
to
you?
say, because I'm the kind of person who can't really sit still. I've always got to do things in my head. And with the kids and with writing songs and everything, I've never really had a holiday. So just to be stuck
Was
there...
that a holiday?
It was, because I didn't get to do any trials. Well, like, I jumped out of a helicopter and I swung on some poles on top of a piece of water.
But you must have been bitten to death. Surely that wasn't a holiday.
No, I wasn't. Honestly, I just and I don't mind being kind of dirty or not changing clothes or not having to think about what you're going to wear.
But it was when you came out of the jungle, really, that the sort of the storm,
Everything
the media
hit.
storm happened, was it? Because sort of your relationship with Mark
Yeah.
sort of was brewing there. Nothing had happened, but was brewing. And then there was huge publicity about that.
Yeah,
It must have been quite of a...
Must have been hard.
It was a shock to my mum and dad. I think they live a quiet life right at the edge of Britain before you hit the Irish Sea, and then there was all these paparazzi, and it was like, oh, okay. Because when you're inside there, you don't know what's being,
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
put
And you
out.
forget, don't you, that there's
Completely.
millions of people
Because I
watching.
was just sitting there, you know, watching the... You know, I've seen a bit of the footage back, and I'm just sitting there going...
Well, we had
Most of the time.
We had Mark on the show not long ago, and he said that you were sort of trying to be more normal, like a normal couple, and just dating with no pressure and none of the sort of the whirlwindy stuff.
Yeah, it's fantastic, taking it really easy. And
Just good friends.
Pull right back, you know, because people were saying, oh, we've done all this stuff for publicity, and actually we did one article together, and that was it.
Yeah,
and then the rest was like, oh, it felt really weird. If you choose to do music, you kind of expect to be in the public eye through your music, but for having music and your public life, I mean private life, I didn't feel very comfortable
with that.
So
you're just trying to sort of be a bit more low-key.
Yeah.
Well, don't be low-key with your performance, which you're about to do for us, aren't you?
Have we
And in the meantime,
finished?
thank you so much, Cerys Matthews, everybody. That's almost it from us for today. And whilst Cerys makes her way over there to perform, I'll let you know who's dropping in next week, as well as June Sarpong, American Idol winner Jordan Sparks, and Gabby Roslin. We've also got music and chat from soul sensation Chaka Khan and the fabulous Cyndi Lauper. But now providing us with some music to get us in the mood for the weekend, it's Cerys Matthews with Carolina.